I mean, on the bright side, Denji, at least you have clarity. What's up, guys? So I'm here, and here we are to do a breakdown slash live reaction and review for chapter 170 of Chainsaw Man, which is known as How to Eat Sushi. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm concerned. I was gonna say excited because we finally got an Ayuda mention after who knows how long. But considering the character it's coming from, it's kind of like, can we really trust it? Just anything this man says? I don't know. But I'm excited to see what's about to go down. So, let's not waste any more time and let's hop right into it. Editing me already. 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. That guy who desperately needs a cut. Sweet mother of mercy. I need one desperately. But fact, I do happen to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact. I actually, fun fact about me and sushi. I'm typically a guy who eats literally anything. Like, literally, I honestly, half the time I go by a philosophy of, if you think I won't like it, don't tell me what it is until after I eat it. But, I've eaten strange things before. Many a strange thing. And sushi's one of them. Notably, sushi's a delicacy, though, but I still don't necessarily get the hype behind it. I've had it a couple times, notably, whenever something's really, really popular, and I typically don't like it, I'll usually give it, multiple shots, because sometimes you go to a place that has, a popular item, but they didn't cook it well that night, or it wasn't good, or anything like that. But I know sushi's not necessarily meant to be cooked, or at least not to be cooked so much. Once again, I'm not a big sushi guy. But with it being the case, I don't know, I just never necessarily got the hype. And I guess maybe because, I'm a guy who, grew up in a household where food was always, thoroughly cooked. Yes, you're looking at a guy who eats well-done steaks, I know. Oh, wow, Pencil, you eat leather? Yes, absolutely. I devour leather. It's not leather if you cook it properly, dog. You just gotta make sure you marinate. But regardless, that aside, I guess it is time to learn how to eat sushi, dog. Because I don't know. It's never really crossed my mind, if I'm being completely honest with you. Sorry, I want to flex this one more time. But still. Let's take a look into chapter 170 of Chainsaw Man. Say what? It's important to do things in the proper order. Sushi tastes twice as good if you start with the light toppings. Is that true? What? I like food. That's the great. I like food and I'm trying to make sure I eat it the proper way. One time, recently actually, I went to a hibachi with a friend, and they put the fork and knife in front of me, and they put the chopsticks in front of me. And my friend was like, I'm not even going to play these games. They immediately went to the fork and knife. And I was like, I'm going to play these games. So I did my darndest. All right, I did good. I managed to eat everything but the rice with chopsticks. I'm sorry. I have no idea how they do it. But once again, I was doing some weird bootleg stuff. For reference, this is basically how I was holding my chopsticks. I don't think it's this is how I was doing it. So it was a struggle. It was a real struggle. But with that being the case, let's see. Sushi tastes twice as good if you start with the light toppings. Denji, now is not the time. Denji, please. Then again, you're still hungry though, right? You do still want to nibble? You might as well nibble. So I say, get your strength up, get your energy up, especially if last chapter's anything to believe in, dog. You're going to be fighting the ops real soon. They right outside. But still, I'm questioning that a little bit. Let's see. Go to the afterlife. Oh, okay, Denji. Denji on that type of time in there. Let's talk devious then, Denji. Get diabolical with it, Denji. Get absolutely devious with it. Oh? Disobeying and you lose your chance to see Nayuta. See, that's the way. And the saddest thing is, at the moment, Denji kind of just doesn't have a choice. Because, he has no info. It's a part of his character. He fumbled the bag so hard that he really is just running blind. So sure, homie could be lying like a dog, lying like a rug, lying insert adjective, noun, pronoun, or whatever here. But he has no other choice but to go with it because okay, fine, I get. There's no real direction to go from here. And sure, the crew's looking kind of swole. But, is it really that swole, though? I don't know. Once again, we just don't know the resources that the government has at their disposal at this time. We know Quan Chi allowed herself to get... But she'll come back. She's a fiend. But we don't know that respawn rate. We don't know what other fiends they have under their control. So, there's so many... hybrid. Not fiends. Fiends are different from hybrid. Sorry. Brain left. But, I don't know. It's a rough spot that Denji's put in here. But... I'm starving. I do just be grabbing. Let's see. Darn. Bro, inhaled the whole thing. That's more like it. Good boy. Okay. Denji, it's not worth it. Eviscerate him. Tear him limb from limb. Denji, there are few things that I, as an individual, take as disrespect. There are very few. I don't know. I'm a very simple man. Even like there are things that I know are disrespect. I typically don't care. But and admittedly, it varies. It very much varies from time to time because I call my friends buddy all the time. But like, if we just ran some matches, heavens forbid it was a money match, and I'm sitting there in silence, knowing that I just lost something, or especially like if it's a money match, it's awful. But like, if you're sitting there, even after enough regular matches, and you're just like you have a bad day that day, but you're like barely losing to, and you're sitting there, and then they turn to you and they hit you with the, "Don't worry, buddy, pal, better luck next time." That's one time where my blood pressure will shoot through the roof, and I'll be like, "I'll show you why I have it on me and keep it on me at all times." But the only other thing, admittedly, no one's had the gall, but I know for a fact that this would also get me quite nettled, dog. Good boy. I'm not into that. Like, no, I know a lot of people are into that. There are a lot of things that a lot of people in the modern day are into that I personally just don't get. One, I guess because I'm old. Two, I guess because I'm old. And three, probably because I'm old. But still, like, a lot of people really, really want to be called good boy. Just like in general. Not even by specific people. Like, and, I get it. I understand wanting praise and affirmation. That's a very important thing to have in life. I get it. But, like, the amount of random people on the internet I've seen beg, man, random men, random women that never meet them, beg and or pay to be called a good boy. I mean, I'm not one to knock anybody's hustle. You're into what you're into. Do what I won't judge you directly, but the eyebrow will be raised. But some people ask for that. Some people are into that. Some people lead with it and rock with that. And you know what? Fine. To each your own. But unprovoked, especially, like, under no context would it really happen. But especially under any context where a full-grown man would look to me after I did something, especially beyond my own free will, and said, "Good boy." I'm sorry. I would blank out for like the next 10 minutes. And I just don't know what happened. I'm just saying, I just don't know what happened. Suddenly, maybe the Chainsaw Man really would be the friends who made along the way. But let's see. Next up, gotta be Squid. He really has no choice. He just has to eat it, dog. I can't. I'm sorry, Nayuda. I'm sorry. I gotta sacrifice. Nayuda, I'm sorry. But dog, let's see. Hey, you can't savor the sushi like that. Leave it on top of your tongue for a while. In any other manga, in literally almost, maybe not every other manga, but in many of the other manga I read and review, if a phrase like this were to be dropped, I would make a joke. Like, you can't savor it like that. Leave it on the top of your tongue for a while. Like come on, the joke writes itself, but this is Fujimoto. Fujimoto wrote this manga. You know exactly what they talk. Like, is it even a joke if it's just in the text? Like, I ain't really gotta read it fancy. I know the sushi's in there. I had to take out the sushi to get real down and devious with it. But like, leave it on top of your tongue for a while. Come on, Denji. Don't be a quitter. Don't be a spitter. Lather in it and then swallow. Dog, what? Boy, another full-grown man? I'm sorry, Nayuta. You better free yourself. I could never. But Denji, he's a better man than I. He's an absolutely better man than I. And obviously, like, if my kids were on the line, and essentially, they do have, like, a brother-sister relationship, but, like, for all intents and purposes, Nayuta is just flat out Denji's kid. Yeah, I can understand why Denji's just doing what you gotta do. It gets down and devious, down and diabolical. Let's see. Whoa. Oh, okay. I was actually... okay, that actually... My brain kind of glitched there. Because manga is typically read left to right, obviously. It's to the point where whenever I pick up an American comic book, I'll open it normally. Like, I still, notably, I own some physical manga, but I don't actually read physical manga. So, like, my brain is trained to go from right to left. But, like, physically, I still open books from the front, because all the other books I read are American books or Western books, and they typically start left to right. But due to that, my brain goes this way. So I thought he was moving, but this is Denji throwing this that way. So that's a little bit of like brain art disconnect where my brain's like, action should be flowing this way, and the lines even so would flow this way. But no. Denji's throwing all this stuff towards him. Okay, there we go. Brain. Let's see. Whoa! Don't be mad, Chainsaw Man. His name's not Chainsaw Man, bro. Let's see. What's going on? Family's just like, why can't I munch in peace? I just want to devour the entire planet. Why won't they let me? I find myself relating to family way too. You know what? This is crazy, and it's bad. Like, especially whenever I've gone out with people in the past. Y'all, I inhale food. Like I'm bad. I don't savor. It's weird. Well, notably, it's because like I just have weak taste buds generally. I don't know why, but due to that and like me liking hot food, you can legit sit a plate of food in front of me, and before you've handed out the food to the rest of the table, I'll already be through like half the meal. And by the time you walk away, I'm done. I've inhaled like whole plates of food, no problem, just sat there. And abject, I don't know, it's just something about me. I just inhale food. And I can get family's mentality here where it's like when you're eating, especially if it's a good quality meal, you are talking. You don't care about unless it becomes a threat to your own food. Like there are times where I've been snapped out of my stupor when when like some spills or something went flying and nearly hit my foot. Like that, then I understand locking in. But right now, family, I get the vision just straight up like tasty, like on some solid snake type. But let's see. Will you take me to Naruto if I slaughter this public safety mooks hiding outside? Oh, Denji. Denji, you better get down to... But here's the thing, bro. Like, you low-key got washed last time you went Chainsaw Man. And that's the whole reason you're in the scenario, bro. That's the 50-50. Like, obviously, now he has a backup team. But, like... How swole are you, Denji? Like, unless you're turning into Bochita. Like, unless straight, like, original Chainsaw Man meta, pre-nerf Chainsaw Man, unless he's dropping, unless the patch notes came out, Denji, I still don't think you're built for this, dog. And I know, Quan Chi's gone, so they lost basically the strongest operative. But still, I don't know if it's even worth the risk. Especially, once again, over something you may not know. Why would he know? Well, to be fair, we know why he would know. We saw that interaction between him and like how he felt that he knew Miss Makima and was like impressed that he was able to resist Nayuta's control because of the connection. Like, I do get that. But like, Denji has basically no guarantee from this guy that ultimately he's actually going to be taken to Nayuta. And also, he has no guarantee if there are people actually outside, while they're waiting outside, if they know exactly where Denji is. And 3, he doesn't really know if he's swole enough. That's the thing about Denji right now. He's in a weird, like, pseudo state where he should be stronger than he's ever been, considering the massive fear of Chainsaw Man caused by the Chainsaw Man Church and all the mutations and stuff like that through the FD. But I still don't know if he's really got the gains that are required to do the big damage he basically has to do. But let's see. As tempting as that sounds, just cool your jets. It's not like they want to slaughter you either, you know. All public safety really wants, us too, for that matter, is use a teensy-weensy bit of Chainsaw Man's power. Intriguing. One moment. Stay hydrated, folks. Drink your water. But let's see. TV. But how? And why though? Let's see. So all you're gonna do is turn into Chainsaw Man? Then. Didn't you remember the last time what happened? You turned into Chainsaw Man? Let's see. Let me finish. Like I said, there's a proper order to things. Sushi, okay. Your transformation to Chainsaw Man is still incomplete. We don't just want any Chainsaw Man. We want a Chainsaw Man with the power to... Wow. So, okay, so it seems like we're finally addressing that. There was hotly contested debate from the end of part 1. If Denji, like, actually erased Makima, or if that was just, like, a complete fumble. Because he nibbled Makima. No. But then Naruto respawned. And obviously, Makima was Control. But then Control just respawned, like, not even months later. Like, notably, the time period between the end of Makima and the rebirth of Naruto isn't that long. I don't even think, like, a full year passes. Like, I swear it's barely been a year since the end of part 1. In universe, since post the end of part 1, which is when Naruto was introduced. So, like, the efficacy of Chainsaw Man's ability to eat existence erase has always been questionable, considering we've never really get to see it have in-combat utility. Like, notably, a big thing of big Chainsaw Man, especially when you're using him in Cross is the idea, well, he has existence erasure through consumption. But the question is, how does it work? Does he consume everything? Every last bit of something? And if so, which variations have it, which variations don't? So it looks like we're addressing that base Chainsaw Man and the incomplete Chainsaw Man that Denji transforms into, and neither of them have access to it. Or at least that's what public safety is theorizing, likely off the Naruto Reformation, along with the Chainsaw Man Church. And we gotta remember, ultimately, as well as the Lake family, the Chainsaw Man Church is a product of her work. And she knows all the details of Denji's contract. Remember, she went over that with Asa and Denji previously a few chapters back. So she knows everything. This could all still just be employed by Fami. Because remember, the whole reason we're in this scenario to begin with the Chainsaw Man Church, with the FD out here transforming people, the rampant rise in monsters and beasts and demons and creatures of all different types, it's all because of Fami wanting to prepare both Yoru, aka War, and Denji, aka Chainsaw Man, for the Big D, their eldest sister. But I'm in a kind of in a low kid, like, I'm in a strange spot where it's like, I don't know how much to trust, how much is actually known, how much information they're kind of just spitballing over the back. I don't know. It's very, very intriguing. It was very, very intriguing. I don't know. But let's see. Existence itself. Chainsaws don't have that power. They're tools for cutting down trees. Actually, fun fact, I feel like it's not even much of a fun fact. I don't know, because I've known it for years now. But then again, a friend recently brought it up to me like this was news. And to be fair, it was news to him. Chainsaws originally weren't made for chopping down trees. And maybe this does tie into the whole idea of existence erasure to a degree. You know what chainsaws were actually originally made for? And hold on, let me just double check this to make sure that I'm not spreading misinformation, because that is entirely possible. Chainsaw original use, I'm pretty sure. In 1780, okay, that's cnet.com, but let's see. In 1780, two Scottish doctors invented a prototype of a chainsaw. Not to cut down trees or clear debris, no. John Aitken and James Jeffrey invented the hand-crank chainsaw to cut through the pelvises of delivering mothers who are having troubles pushing their babies out. Yeah! Chainsaws were the original C-sections. That's what they were originally used for. And I think that may play into the idea of the existence erasure, because you could actually existence erase a baby if you use a chainsaw wrong. You know? But I don't know. It is an interesting function. But then again, Denji, why did you eat Makima then? Was it just to bond with her or something? Because, like, I thought he did that in an attempt to erase Makima. But then they realized that didn't work, and then now he said, popped into existence anyway. Oh, no. Stroking the beard, a little bit of confusion, wondering. But let's see. Weird, right? Hypothetically, it could be that chainsaws originally had many uses. But after Chainsaw Man erased a lot of things, cutting down trees wasn't the only one that was the only one that remained. Here, lean to. Huh. But so I guess he's talking like the fear of other aspects of chainsaws were consumed by chainsaw. I guess possibly because they followed close to him, because, you know, they were essentially his offshoots. So they'd be like, uh, slice birth or anything like that. Maybe all those got consumed bit by bit, piece by piece, piece by piece. But he was just never able to consume tree. Or the concept of chopping trees or something like that. So, interesting. It's true. Once again, Chainsaw Man having interesting history and lore, but also, like, strange history and lore. Just because of, like, the weird stuff that goes on with Chainsaw Man and his history and how his abilities work. Let's see. Here. Lean tuna. Bro really hit. I mean, once again, I eat tuna, but it's not my thing. It's not my favorite thing. Let's see. Getting back on track, to fully become Chainsaw Man, you need two things. Everyone's fear and your unhappiness. Well, we already know that's wrong. Well, at least to some degree. We already know that's wrong. It may be half right, though. Because notably, Chainsaw Man, Pochita, only respawn after a lot of really, really, really intense protesting and poking and bothering by Makima and a bunch of organization in order to summon him out. But notably, that organization was actually meant to make Chainsaw Man weaker, thusly Makima destroyed a lot of the fear that Chainsaw Man had, and thusly weakened it drastically. But its unhappiness, yeah. Notably, Chainsaw Man's transformation into full-stage Chainsaw Man does typically take place right after Makima hits the... and just all completely unloads on power. Not like that. But, like, with that being the case, it is entirely possible that the second one is a prerequisite, but the first one... I'm not too sure about that. But let's see. Chainsaw's recent superhero status has more than made that a pain. Now, though, he's become an everyday object of fear on par with aging and sickness. Next, it's time to eat some deluxe fatty tuna. My fun fact, I have both original Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal, the Steelbook edition, sitting over there on that shelf. They just collected dust. But I've consumed so much Persona content, I'm probably halfway through the actual video game at this point. I always say halfway through because Persona 5 is a really, really long game. But the only thing my brain can think of when fatty tuna is mentioned is that one scene from P5 after the... I think it's still after the first balance. That's where my brain immediately goes to, my fatty tuna! Like, I don't know, I'm sorry. That was like, there's some things that immediately perform links in my head. That's one of them. Fatty tuna triggers that. But let's see. Chef, send it down the belt! How about Denji's like, what are we doing? Coming right up! Up, and they're just eating, chilling. Going crazy over there. Okay, knocked out. Oh, what the? No way! Is that? Yeah! What is it? Yikes, that scared me. What the heck? Yeah. Huh? What happened? What happened? Oh. Nah! Wait! Whoa! Wait a minute! Hold on, I need a sip! Wait! I was so confused, everything went... Wait a minute! Whoa! What are we doing, dog? Hi, baby! No! I was no! No, don't, hold. You know, okay. 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 This would be the most yo. That would Fuji. Yeah, you know. Oh my lord, there you. But okay, jeez. That's the end of chapter 20. I see why we only got 7 days in the next chapter. Hold on. Wait a minute. Ooh, golly. Okay, so, bada bing, bada boom. We got things to talk about. So, I had mentioned earlier the idea that Denji had kind of just been consuming Makima for basically no reason. Like, essentially in the long run. By Nagito's incarnation, it is clear that at least regular Denji, maybe, who knows, maybe in his Chainsaw Man forms it's different, but at least regular Denji does not have access to the consumption, existence, racial property of Chainsaw Man. And even then, the existence racial property of Chainsaw Man is questionable, because considering the fact that Yoru believes that Chainsaw Man can hypothetically throw up her previous allies, and only she can remember them. And Makima even admits, I remember things that should not be remembered because Chainsaw Man erased them from existence. So, like, the efficacy of Chainsaw Man's existence erasure through consumption has been long since questionable. It's kind of like a lot of the abilities in Chainsaw Man. If you interpret a lot of the Chainsaw Man abilities in scaling the best way possible, it's a really strong verse. But if you, like, drizzle a bit of skepticism, or like take certain things, the verse kind of like, I'm not gonna say it falls off a cliff in terms of like scaling potency or anything like that, or ability diversity, but unlike something like JK or Seven Deadly Sins or Naruto, where a lot of the abilities are kind of just hard, concrete, and sometimes even blatantly explained in the manga or in external data books, Chainsaw Man's very, very vague. Fujimoto has always been very, very intentionally vague and roundabout in terms of here's how things work, verbatim. They basically never do that. So, I brought up the idea of consumption of Makima, considering how that failed previously, so it's the idea that ultimately the true Chainsaw Man may be required for it to even be a possibility of functioning. However, if you remember, Makima was prepared in a bunch of different dishes. Many different dishes. Denji was eaten for a hot minute. So, all of this sushi, but that's the thing, it's specifically fish. But he doesn't look at it, and it doesn't look like anything, but I don't know, you could probably prepare anything that way. So I wonder, and I'm terrified, I hope they haven't been, because the thing, like, we don't know how she would regenerate. Because, like, once again, she does not have this, I don't think she does. I highly doubt she does. I don't believe she has the same contracts as the original Makima. So for all intents and purposes, she's mostly human, for the most part. Like, look at Yoru. Ever since she lost that arm's been gone. It's like, no hope of regenerating it or nothing. And while we haven't seen Fami take extreme damage, it's likely that at least the incarnated horsemen, unless special conditions are met, such as the contracts that Makima made, it seems like they're somewhat mortal. So I'm hoping they haven't been nibbling on Nayuta this entire time. And hopefully this show of face is just that, and it is herself. That? Thing is, though, what is this? What is this vein here? And where's the rest of her? You know? Like that's the thing. Where's the rest? I don't know. I'm scared, but I hate to say it. For the cliffhanger alone, an insanely wow. I'm so glad I saw nothing of this. This wow. All right, W chapter crazy. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, leave Platehead in the comment section down below. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure that little make sure you hit that little notification bell so you do not miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do happen to have a Patreon below where you can support me for as low as $1, things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Some of those perks will include the live reactions, every other series I review, ad-free variations of all my videos, and if you become a $25 patron or a $25 patron or a $25 member, if you can order whatever video you want. Also, I do have a link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below. You can drop 5 beans for a short video, 25 beans for a long video, or any beans at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is Dad on the Pencil, writing off. Alright, lady, thank you to our $3 members, Zena, Greyhound, Astro, Eternal Flame, NMA, Real Rare, G Prosper, Red Wolf 4765, and Paris Arnold. I'd like to leave another big ol' thank you to our $5 patrons, Sean, Sammy, Midnight Lord 21, Kevin Encarnacion, Josh Brown, and A+A. And I'd like to give a great big thank you to our $7 members, Autumn Mornings Lazo, Fine, and That Guy. And I'd like to give a great big thank you to our $10 members, Robbie Uchiha, Jay Warrior, and Akid's Void. And I'd like to give big, hefty, juicy thank yous to our $10 patrons, Panda Goat, Michael Williamson, Metal Solid Crisis, Joaquin Munoz, and Idemo Kami. And I'd like to give the biggest, juiciest, meatiest, sloppiest, and heftiest thank you of them all to our $25 patron, Calvin Elder.